I'm Bridget Condon with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. Pack your bags because 5 teams are taking their talents overseas next season, including the Buccaneers with a trip to Germany for the first ever regular season NFL game. The Packers will embark on their first international trip playing in London along with the Saints and Jaguars, while the Cardinals will play in the NFL's first game in Mexico since 2019. The Raiders will kick off the 2022 preseason against the Jaguars August 4th in the Hall of Fame game featuring Josh McDaniels and Doug Peterson making their debut with their new teams. In NFL Combine news, Ole Miss quarterback Matt Corral will not throw, and Alabama offensive tackle Evan Neal will wait until his pro day to work out for teams. And the NFL Combine kicks off in Indianapolis on the NFL Network. Coverage begins Thursday with quarterbacks, receivers, and tight ends, and ending Sunday with DBs and special teams. It's the NFL Combine presented by Verizon. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
You're the one everyone looks to for answers. Come rain or shine, the job must get done, and you're the one who makes it happen. We get you, Jackie in Fresno, putting your employee safety first. And Maddie in Chattanooga, whose local Granger team knows them by name. We're here for you and all the ones who get it done, with 24/7 customer support and access to product specialists to help you find what you need. Call, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Have you wanted to speak a new language but thought it'd be too difficult or take too much time? Then try Babbel. In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel teaches you conversations that you will actually use. With 14 languages and lesson topics like travel, business, relationships, and more, you'll learn what matters most to you. Babbel. Language for life. Learn a new language with ease. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's BABBEL.com.
We are the Imperial Valleys, AM 1230, KXO Central California. And I can update your border wait times, all brought to you by Yuma Park Model Sales. Yuma Park Model Sales buys and sells used RVs. They also set up and service all models in both Yuma and the Imperial Valley. It's an hour wait downtown Calexico, 15 minutes entry, no waiting pedestrian. At the East Port of Entry, about a 40-minute wait, 15 minutes entry, 40 minutes ready lane, 30 minutes at Andrade. This border wait update brought to you by Yuma Park Model Sales, 11725 South Frontage Road in Yuma. They buy and sell used RVs. They set up and service all models in both Yuma and the Imperial Valley. It's Yuma Park Model Sales. Coming up, we've got all sorts of things heading your way, like world and California news headlines, local news, sports, financial news, weather. Yeah, we've got a lot of good stuff. So get ready. Somewhere along the way, I think I should probably remind you that it is a Tuesday, Mardi Gras Tuesday, the first day of March 2022. Yeah, Mardi Gras. Fastnacht Day. Ash Wednesday is tomorrow. That's the beginning of Lent. So party, party, party. Yes, Fastnachts. I tell you every year and you forget. Fastnachts are a cake donut, fried dough that Germans, Pennsylvania Dutchmen in particular, would make the day before Ash Wednesday. And therefore, it was called Fastnacht Day. And my mother made Fastnachts just one time a year for the day before Lent. Okay. Anyway, what else is going on? Lots of things. Yeah. Automaker Stellantis is announcing eligible employees will be receiving a profit-sharing check of over $14,000. Now, these are the employees of the maker of Chrysler, Dodge, and Fiat vehicles. They're scheduled to get the check March 11th. Yeah, it's an amazing business story. Yeah, a company can actually make a profit selling Fiats. Yeah, Fiat, F-I-A-T. Fix it again, Tony. Let's see. Birthdays today. We have a few. Actor Robert Clary. Leclerc on Hogan's Heroes is 96. Harry Belafonte, 95. Singer Mike Dabo of Manfred Mann, 78. Singer Roger Daltrey of Who? The Who? is 78. Actor Dirk Benedict of the A-Team, 77. Little Opie, Ron Howard. Actor, director Ron Howard, 68. Actor Catherine Bach, Dukes of Hazzard, 67. I wonder if she's still wearing Daisy Dukes. Actor Tim Daly, 66. Singer, musician John Carroll of Starland Vocal Band is 65. Actor Brian Batt is 59. Actor Maurice Bernard is 59. Actor Russell Wong is 59. Actor Chris Eigman is 57. Actor John David Cullum, 56. Actor George Aids, 55. Actor Javier Bardem, 53. Actor Jack Davenport of Pirates of the Caribbean, 49. Actor Mark Paul Gosselaar is 48. Actor Jensen Ackles, 44. Actor Lupita Nyong'o is 39. Singer Kesha is 35. Justin Bieber is 28. It says here he's a singer. I would dispute that, but then that would be my opinion and mine alone.
The Outdoor California Midwinter Fair is headed your way March 4th through the 13th. Presented by One World Beef. Tickets for the fair are now available for online sale for the duration of the fair. On March 4th, tickets also will be available for purchase at the gate. Tickets can be purchased through a link on the fair's webpage at ivyfairgrounds.com. Admission has been reduced to $8 for adults, $6 for children and seniors. Don't miss 10 days of fun outside at the California Midwinter Fair and Fiesta.
Let's celebrate today's birthdays. Happy birthday, Ada Esperanza, Carlos Rodriguez, Cassandra Roldan, Christina Castro, David McKenzie, Doug Russell, Emma Ramirez, Gabriel Ramos, Jennifer Bravo, Jim Canada, Joe Buzo, Cameron Greer, Leslie Clark, Marcy Rodriguez, Matthew Gibson, Pamela King, Pat Martinez, Raul Moreno, Richie McIlvaney, Robert Tapia, Taylor Elvis Lyon Ramirez, Amy Vollmer, Mary Virgin Rodriguez, Matthew Neary, and Bill Browning, all celebrating birthdays today. And happy birthday to each and every one of them. Taylor, Elvis, that would be Tracy's little boy. Yes. In the news, scientists have determined that homes with dogs are likely to contain higher levels of bacteria. Yeah, and that's okay. Doggy bacteria is good. Yeah, I like doggies. Yeah, and it's good to have them around the house, right? It's good. And a little bit of bacteria, that's good for you. Yeah, doggy bacteria is good. Let's check in with news. We've got that. We're going to jump in with a look at World and California news headlines right now. Brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. For sales, for service, I'd suggest you call the experts at Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
CBS News special report, Russia on the defense. Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov insisting Russia invaded Ukraine because the government there wanted nuclear weapons. Dozens of diplomats walked out of a meeting in Geneva as he spoke via video. Secretary of State Blinken says Russia's crimes in Ukraine are mounting by the hour, with strikes hitting hospitals, schools, and residential buildings. Correspondent Charlie Daggett.
A huge missile slams into the city administration building in Kharkiv's Freedom Square this morning. The number of dead and injured is not clear at this hour, but people are believed to be buried under the rubble and a rescue operation is underway.
The UN says 650,000 refugees have now fled Ukraine. CBS's Steve Futterman spoke with one on the Polish side of the border.
You walk?
Yes, 50 kilometers.
How did you do that?
You need to be with a group of people. My friend was alone and he's dead now.
CBS News special report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. What was supposed to be a supervised visit between a father and his 3 children at a Sacramento church turns into a tragic murder-suicide.
We believe that at this church that what was happening, a supervised visit. And the shooter came in and what appears to be killed the person who was supervising the visit, killed his own 3 children, and then turned the gun on himself.
Sacramento County Sheriff Scott Jones, the children's sisters, ages 9, 10, and 13. The state setting the target date for March 12th to switch to optional indoor masking in schools. Jeff Freitas, president of the California Federation of Teachers, says it'll still be up to each school to implement their own policy.
It's important that the state gave school districts a period of time between the announcement and be able to enact the policy that they're saying. It's still highly recommended to wear a mask.
Bipartisan group of state lawmakers saying they plan to file legislation to get rid of all of the state's Russian investments after Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. For all your air conditioning and sheet metal needs, call your friend in the business, Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
You're always up for some fun with the family, so you order the essentials, a new board game, some baking supplies, and even a new projector for outdoor movie night. And with the Bank of America customized Cash Rewards credit card, you can choose to earn 3% cash back on online shopping, which could increase to up to 5.25% as a preferred rewards member. Rewards which you can put toward an extra treat that everyone will enjoy, like an old-fashioned popcorn machine. Visit bankofamerica.com/more rewarding and apply now. Copyright 2021 Bank of America Corporation.
I'm Alexandra Kay, and I am back on air with Boot Barn. She's a dive-bar dreamer in her dime store boot. She is a constant believer and always sticking to her roots. She spends her days writing songs that the labels don't want to hear, and she spends her nights begging for tips and beer. Learn more about the movement at bootbarn.com/backonair.
And it's page 1 of the local news. Page 1 is a service of Quick Lane. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, located at El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall. El Centro Police have released more information about a late Saturday night murder. Police responded to the 400 block of Main Street at about 11:39 p.m. in regard to a possible stabbing. Officers located a victim lying on the south curb line of the street with apparent stab wounds. They immediately began life-saving efforts. The victim was rushed to El Centro Regional Medical Center, where he later succumbed to his wounds. The victim is described as a Hispanic man in his early 60s and an El Centro resident. After canvassing the area, officers located the possible crime scene in the area of 4th and State Streets. The suspect is still outstanding. The murder remains under investigation. Well, the 2022 edition of the California Midwinter Fair starts Friday. George Gale has more.
It starts this Friday. Major difference between this fair and previous fairs is that this year, almost everything, will be outside. The opening weekend features racing in front of the grandstands. March 4th will be UTV races. Saturday and Sunday will feature the mini dwarfs, junior sprints, micro sprints, pure stocks, and the Southwest Lightning sprints. On Saturday, racing starts at 5:30 p.m. On Sunday, Sunday, the racing gets underway at 1:30 in the afternoon. Demolition Derby will be held March 9th. There will be flat track racing and TT racing on March 12th, and the Heritage 500 will be on March 13th. Some of the music featured at this year's fair include Stiletto, a rock tribute band, on March 4th, Outlaw Mariachi on March 8th, Liquid Blue, a party band, on March 10th, and more music as well around the fair. Grounds entertainment will be every day of the fair, and, of course, lots of food booths. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
KXO News Time is 7:43. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires, guaranteed. We're talking the finest names in tires: Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlap, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. Check the prices, then talk to your Quick Lane service advisor. He will give you the best price, guaranteed. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane at El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center, and now at the Imperial Valley Mall. Well, the County Board of Supervisors will meet today. George Gale has more.
The meeting is open to the public. The board, however, would prefer the meeting be viewed via live stream, available on the county website or via Zoom. Zoom information is available at the clerk of the board's office. A board goes into public session at 10 a.m. They will discuss a resolution extending remote meetings in accordance within the provisions of Assembly Bill 361. They will receive an update on COVID-19 from the County Public Health Department. Supervisors will discuss filling 14 vacancies in the Social Services Department. They will discuss funding a rate study and design work for the Country Club Sewer Maintenance District, and they will discuss adding and funding a position with Parks and Recreation. Supervisors will adjourn into the Air Pollution Control Board to discuss and possibly approve several issues. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Well, the Brawley City Council will meet this evening. Zoom information available on the city clerk's website. The council will be updated on the COVID situation in the valley. They will discuss the acquisition of a drug-sniffing canine for the Brawley Police Department, and also look at a resolution to approve the development agreement and bonds for commercial development at the northwest corner of Pano Street and Highway 86. They also will discuss the emergency repair of the sewer manhole for Del Rio wastewater trunk line. The meeting begins at 6 p.m. That's it for page one of the local news. Page one of service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. 3 locations now to serve you better. Remember, Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Cocopah Casino is open for business 24 hours a day and committed to your safety. Play in comfort and cleanliness on the Cocopah Casino floor, featuring all your favorite games, properly spaced and meeting social distancing guidelines. Relax and play at the friendliest casino in Yuma, making sure you're comfortable with constant disinfection, safety precautions, and welcoming smiles for your visit. Winning is just around the corner at Cocopah Casino and Resort, South Highway 95 in Somerton.
And it's page two of the local news. Look at the weather included at no charge. It's all brought to you by the Town Pump in Westmoreland. Open Tuesday through Saturday at 4:30, and by Brownie's Diner in Brawley. Open every day, 7 a.m. till 3 p.m. Well, effective March 11th, schools in California will not have to require students wear masks. The mask no longer required by the state, but highly recommended. Local school districts will have the option of requiring masks if they so choose. The mask mandate for students in California public schools and child care facilities have been in effect since early on in the COVID-19 pandemic. Students will retain the option of wearing masks if they so choose. Well, the IID's regular meeting today. George Gale has more.
It is their regular meeting. It'll be held this afternoon. IID says the public is welcome to attend the meeting, but all those attending the meeting must wear the appropriate face mask. The public portion of the meeting begins at 1 this afternoon. The board will discuss a purchase and sales agreement with Hell's Kitchen Geothermal. They will also discuss approving the internal audit plan for the period covering January 2022 through December 2022. The rest of the items are major work authorizations. Information items include government affairs, legislative general matters, and reports from the energy and water departments. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And the Calipatria City Council will meet. It's a special meeting of the council. It was last night. And the Brawley Chamber has an event scheduled for today. Topic, cybersecurity for business, protecting your personal and family privacy. The presentation by David Cañez, Legal Shield. Discussion includes identity theft, reputation management, medical data, and how it can affect your daily life, as well as fraud and the legal aspects it can bring. You can contact the Chamber of Commerce for Greater Brawley for more information.
When you're ready for great home-style cooking, there are 2 locations for the best in the Imperial Valley. Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., featuring delicious breakfast and lunch entrees, including menudo, liver and onions, and meatloaf. The Town Pump in Westmoreland is open Tuesday through Saturday at 4:30 p.m., specializing in delicious prime ribs, steaks, chicken, salmon, and lobster. So for a great dining experience, visit Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley, and the Town Pump in Westmoreland.
According to the National Weather Service, temperatures will remain above normal through Thursday, with afternoon highs in the 80s across the Imperial and Yuma valleys. A cold front will move through the region on Thursday night. Behind it, cooler air will quickly return to the southwest beginning Friday through the weekend. Breezy conditions will also return, particularly on Friday and Saturday. Rain chances less than 10% through the weekend. 82 the high in the valley yesterday, 44 the low. Sunny today with a high near 87. West wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming north this afternoon. Tonight will be mostly clear with a low around 52. West wind about 5 miles an hour. Wednesday, mostly sunny with a high near 89. South wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming north. And right now downtown, we're looking at 57 degrees, 22% relative humidity. Wind out of the west-southwest at about 5 miles an hour. Air quality good everywhere in the Imperial Valley, moderate in Mexicali. Page 2 of the local news brought to you by Brownie's Diner in Brawley. Open every day, and by the Town Pump in Westmoreland, Imperial Valley's fine dining experience. I've got a suggestion. Why don't you take a short trip to the Peanut Patch in Yuma? The Peanut Patch. Well, it's so much more than peanuts. Yeah, it's a great place to visit. You can spend the better part of a day there if you want, and you'll find the Peanut Patch with many homemade chocolates. They offer fresh English toffee, plain or covered in milk chocolate, pecan turtles that are to die for, made from scratch with a special recipe. You'll love their yogurt-covered peanuts, raisins, and almonds. So many great things available at the Peanut Patch in Yuma. Now, the Peanut Patch is open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. Yuma time. They are closed on Sunday. And if you want to get to the Peanut Patch, I would suggest you Google Peanut Patch. Yeah, just Google the Peanut Patch. You'll get directions. The Peanut Patch in Yuma. What a great way to spend a day. It's Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the very best care. After a 16-hour day of meetings that stretched into early Tuesday morning, Major League Baseball and the Players Association moved the deadline for a new collective bargaining agreement that would save regular season games from being canceled. The deadline now, 5 o'clock Eastern Time today. The sides made progress, but still far apart on an agreement. And speaking of baseball, Derek Jeter is out. Jeter is no longer CEO, nor is he holding stock in the Florida Marlins. NBA action last night. Timberwolves topped the Cavaliers 127-122. Magic mauled the Pacers 119-103. Raptors rolled. They beat up on the Nets 133-97. It was the Heat hammering the Bulls 112-99. Grizzlies beat the Spurs 118-105. Bucks battered the Hornets 130-106. Kings clobbered the Thunder 131-110. And the Philadelphia 76ers are emerging as frontrunners to bring on DeAndre Jordan, either as a waiver claim or a free agent signing.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
Well, Art Briles informed Grambling State University yesterday that he'll no longer be the school's offensive coordinator, saying in a statement that he did not want to be a distraction for the football team. Briles' decision comes after the hire by first-year coach Hugh Jackson was met with a wave of backlash. Meanwhile, Russian President Vladimir Putin has been stripped of his honorary Taekwondo black belt over his country's invasion of Ukraine, a personal rebuke heaped on top of international economic and sporting sanctions. And Russian athletes have been excluded from yet another sport that is extremely popular at home. Following the country's invasion of Ukraine, Russia was banned from competing in international ice skating events, a day after being kicked out of soccer competitions and hockey as well. In other news in the world of sports, defending Arnold Palmer Invitational winner Bryson DeChambeau won't try to defend his title at Bay Hill Club and Lodge this week because of a lingering left hand injury. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District.
Shiloh Inns are open and ready to welcome you back. Hello, I'm Mark Hemstreet, owner of Shiloh Inns. While we practice social distancing, we're still always committed to providing clean, safe, comfortable rooms and friendly service. Shiloh hotel guests and employees deserve the peace of mind knowing that we are always focused on maintaining high standards of cleaning and safety practices. Our American spirit is alive and strong, and while we're all going through these unprecedented historical times, we can face these challenges together. Although we may wear face masks, there are no restrictions on still making travel memories for business or pleasure. So book your next stay with confidence by calling 1-800-222-2244 or visit our website at shilohins.com. Shiloh Inns, affordable excellence, American family owned and proud of it.
Financial news and the weather brought to you this morning by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. A global hunt for spare barrels of crude oil underway as sanctions slam Russia, the world's second largest exporter, following its invasion of Ukraine. But don't expect Saudi Arabia to step in to fill the gap, at least not now. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia could help ease global oil prices, which have spiked to their highest level since 2014. But Saudi Arabia's government said today that it thinks the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries should stick to its plan of gradually increasing output. That means markets won't get much relief as investors scramble to assess the impact of rising energy prices. And the list of Western companies dumping Russia has grown. Shell, the UK-based oil giant, said yesterday it would ditch its joint ventures with Russia's Gazprom. And Disney, Hollywood's top movie studio, is pausing the release of its films in Russia. And General Motors says it is halting exports to Russia. And Switzerland, a major hub for storing wealth that is popular with Russian oligarchs, is breaking with its tradition of neutrality and sanctioning Russia. We are in an extraordinary situation, said President Ignacio Cassis. The country will close its airspace to flights from Russia and impose entry bans against a number of individuals who have a connection to Switzerland and are close to the Russian president.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
We will have sunny skies today with a high near 87, west wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming north this afternoon. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 52, west wind about 5 miles an hour. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with a high near 89, south wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming north. And right now, downtown El Centro, we are at 58 degrees, 22% relative humidity. The wind is calm. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services. They offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
At Burgers and Beer, we want to make your every visit a great visit. We want you to have great service. We want your taste buds to dance with happiness and your thirst to be quenched. We want you to enjoy great sports and great music. But most of all, we want you to enjoy your friends, your family, your date, your business meal, your party, your mom, your dad, and even Aunt Karen. At Burgers and Beer, we're all about you. 5 locations to serve you: El Centro, Yuma, Temecula, La Quinta, and Rancho Mirage.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by the Exogen Temporal Scanner.
I'm Steve Kafin. Destruction in Ukraine's second-largest city, hit hard by Russian forces. CBS's Charlie D'Agata says it's alleged civilians were targeted.
It's getting worse by the hour. President Vladimir Zelensky calling the strike today in Kharkiv a war crime, terrorism on the part of Russia.
The Secretary of State Blinken told the UN Russia's crimes are mounting by the hour. Companies in the U.S. and Europe now joining governments in committing aid to the hundreds of thousands of refugees now streaming out of Ukraine.
It looked no different than any other car coming across the Ukraine border into Poland. But then suddenly it stopped, the door opened, and a man swept into his arms 2 young boys. He, of course, was the father. They were his sons. Are you happy right now?
Italiano.
The smile on his face couldn't have been bigger. He spoke several languages, including Italian, but not English.
Radi.
Okay.
Счастливі.
But on this day, you didn't need a translator to understand what he was saying. Got them both. Steve Futterman, CBS News at the Polish-Ukraine border in Medyka, Poland.
Well, Chris Krebs, the former head of cyber efforts at the Department of Homeland Security, tells CBS Mornings he's seeing if Russia strikes back with cyber attacks.
The general level of risk is still fairly low, absent any direct engagement between the U.S. and the Russians. And I'm talking between Russian security service forces.
Expect the Russian invasion of Ukraine to be a main point in tonight's State of the Union speech from President Biden. White House correspondent Stephen Portnoy.
Aides say in addition to speaking of his efforts to rally the Western world into sanctioning Russia, the president will highlight the ways he believes the American economy has improved, even as Americans are paying higher prices for just about everything.
Well, Texas is holding its first primary election since a new law that limits mail-in voting.
CBS's Omar Villafranca is in Houston.
Pam Gaskin says she's only missed one election in over 50 years.
For the last 6 or 7 years, I've been voting by mail.
How was it this time around?
An absolute nightmare.
The 74-year-old is a member of Texas's League of Women Voters, and she almost missed the mail-in ballot application deadline after getting rejected twice due to changes to state voting laws.
Authorities in Sacramento investigating a murder-suicide at a church.
A father who has shot and killed his 3 children that are under the age of 15.
Sheriff Sergeant Rod Grassman says the man shot and killed himself and a person chaperoning the supervised visit. Wall Street, right now the Dow is down 423 points. This is CBS News.
If you're checking for fever, the leading sign of COVID-19, beware of dangerously inaccurate non-contact thermometers. Instead, learn about Exergen at Exergen.com.
Exergen would like you to know about an important study just released by the FDA. It confirms what the medical community has known all along. Non-contact thermometers are not accurate. The study also reports that they fail to meet FDA requirements for accuracy and labeling. We can't afford to tolerate the rampant false temperature readings from non-contact thermometers. Accurate temperature measurements are essential. You need Exergen thermometers because they are accurate and backed by over 100 clinical studies. Be sure, be accurate with Exergen. Learn more at Exergen.com.
You're always up for some fun with the family, so you order the essentials, a new board game, some baking supplies, and even a new projector for outdoor movie night. And with the Bank of America customized Cash Rewards credit card, you can choose to earn 3% cash back on online shopping, which could increase to up to 5.25% as a preferred rewards member. Rewards which you can put toward an extra treat that everyone will enjoy, like an old-fashioned popcorn machine. Visit bankofamerica.com/more rewarding and apply now. Copyright 2021 Bank of America Corporation.
It's time to party in New Orleans. The mayor of New Orleans, LaToya Cantrell, has ceremonially handed over the city to Rex, the king of carnival.
To His Majesty, ruling for one day is what the city of New Orleans needs. Do you all agree?
The annual Mardi Gras celebration seems just a little more intense this year after not having it last year due to the pandemic, with an estimated 2 million people partying in the streets of New Orleans until it all comes to a halt at midnight tonight. Dave Cohen for CBS News, New Orleans. Buckingham Palace says Queen Elizabeth held 2 virtual audiences today, her first since testing positive for COVID a week and a half ago. Some sessions were canceled last week as the 95-year-old British monarch dealt with what were described as cold-like symptoms. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
I always have my music on.
With Carroll Buckley.
I can't go a day without it.